Have you ever stopped to wonder why so many men are walking away from relationships today? Why more and more of them are saying, enough is enough? The answer isn't simple, but it runs deep. For centuries, relationships were sacred to men. Marriage, building a home, protecting and providing for a family, it was a man's duty and his pride. He worked, sacrificed, and devoted himself, believing that in return he would receive love, loyalty, and respect. But today, the story looks very different. Modern men are watching their sacrifices erased in the blink of an eye. Fathers stripped of custody in courtrooms. Men losing years of earnings through divorce settlements. Loyal husbands abandoned overnight despite giving their all. So why are men walking away? Because they've realized a hard truth. Love is no longer unconditional. Loyalty is no longer mutual. Relationships now feel less like bonds of the heart, and more like contracts on paper. And when a man sees this clearly, one question begins to echo in his mind. Who am I really doing all of this for? The painful reality? Too often, the answer is no one. Because men now see they are valued not for who they are, but only for what they provide. Status, income, possessions. That is what defines their worth in many modern relationships. But it goes even deeper. When a man asks for loyalty, he's called insecure. When he sets boundaries, he's called controlling. Yet when a woman leaves for a better option, she's called empowered. This double standard is no longer invisible. Men see it, they feel it, and every day on social media, the same stories spread. Men who gave everything, time, love, money, loyalty, only to be betrayed and discarded. Fathers abandoned, husbands forgotten, lovers betrayed, and young men are paying attention. They're realizing that what passes for love today often isn't love at all, but leverage. That's why more men are choosing to step back. Not because they fear love, but because they value it too much to accept a counterfeit version of it. They've discovered that solitude is not a punishment. It's freedom. Alone, they can focus on their careers, their health, their passions, their purpose. Alone, they can build a life free of drama, full of peace. And here's the truth. Society may call this weakness, but in reality, it's the strongest choice a man can make. Walking away isn't surrender, it's self-respect. Because men know, without respect, there can be no love. Without loyalty, there can be no trust. And staying where you are unloved isn't strength, it's weakness. Modern men have learned something powerful. Being alone isn't losing, it's rebirth. Because even in solitude, a man can build friendships, pursue passions, conquer goals, and create meaning. This is the new reality. More and more men are rejecting conditional love and choosing freedom. Because they finally understand one simple truth. If there is no loyalty, no respect, no real love, then there is nothing worth staying for.